So it's another disappointing week for us as SoFi shareholders. We are down almost 6% in the past 5 days alone and 25% year to date, and we briefly fell into the $6 range yesterday before finally getting back into the low sevens. So I'll tell you exactly why we're seeing this with SoFi stock specifically, and I'll give you a simple and fast 3-step process to not only analyze a situation like this, but to be able to take quick action so that way you don't find yourself in a world of hurt. Yeah, this can actually be applied to any stock, but we're going to apply it today to SoFi and work through it. Just make sure you like the video if you like getting the truth without the hype. And the new budget tier and portfolio challenge is going to drop tomorrow. So make sure you guys watch the video tomorrow. It's going to be Tesla earnings preview there. It's one of my more popular videos. Make sure you check it out and see exactly what all is involved there. I know a lot of you guys have asked for it, so you're going to get it. You're going to get a new budget tier for my group. And of course, we can't just do the basics. We're going to do something epic there. So make sure you watch the video tomorrow and jump in on your spot because the spots will be limited for it. All right, so let's discuss what's going on with SoFi stock, and then we'll get to the 3-step process next after that. But we got to talk about SoFi and exactly what's going on right now. Now, there are 3 big reasons why SoFi stock's down, so let's jump into the first one here. And that would be the market is down overall. The market is actually down over 3% just in April here. Just obviously we're looking at SoFi stock, it's down over 5% during that time frame, but we're down over 3% just in April here in the market. And this is actually the biggest drop since a 5% drop way back in October. So essentially we've had 6 months of pretty steady gains across the stock market there. And we're seeing a correction, and these are actually natural corrections. These happen all the time in the market. Sometimes they can be 3%, 5%, sometimes even all the way up to 10% or so. These are very normal machinations of the market per se, but it is the biggest drop that we've seen in a while. So it's not like during the 6-month run, we were getting 3% drops every other month or so. No, we really haven't had hardly any drop during this time frame run up. So it's a very normal market activity that we're seeing right now. And we're seeing that the overall market is down, which of course probably means SoFi is going to be down. But there's actually more to it than this. So let's jump over to reason number 2. And that would be SoFi's niche is also down. When you kind of look across all the other similar type stocks to SoFi there, you see that they're all down big as well. Just in the past 5 days, they've all kind of fallen off a cliff as well. Some of them down 6%, 8% or so. Obviously, we got SoFi down as well. So it's kind of something that's trending in general in regards to the specific niche that SoFi fills. So again, I wouldn't call this unusual. I would not call this specific to SoFi necessarily because I can look across it like PayPal. PayPal's actually up during this time frame. PayPal's actually up for the year, if you can believe that. We'll talk about PayPal in a different video here. But nonetheless, the point being, when you're getting outperformed by PayPal of all stocks, there's something kind of going on within your little genre there, within your little niche. But that's not the only reason why SoFi is down. There's actually more to it than that. So let's jump over to number 3. And that would be the stock is still trader controlled. Look, whether we like it or not, whether we think it's fair or not, whatever the case is, the facts are, despite being newly profitable, SoFi stock is still firmly in the traders' hands. And I know a lot of you guys kind of push back on me on that a little bit, but I don't know. I can't prove it any more than what we've seen after earnings and exactly what's happened to SoFi stock. That proves that the stock is still mostly trader controlled. And we've talked about it before. It takes months, some cases years for it to come out of that. It's not this quick flip of the switch kind of deal. It's just not. I wish that it was. But you can clearly see when you pull up any chart, the momentum and the trade has changed. And that is part of traders' jobs is to ride the momentum. When the momentum is negative, they're going to push it down, push it down. Now, of course, they get stupid and they continue to leverage and short and everything else to try to make the downward move as strong as possible to try to maximize the amount of money that they're going to get, take on more and more risk and such, which is why when you see the whipsaw back up, it tends to be a very strong, very fast move up as well. But we're not in that sort of momentum environment right now. For right now, the traders are continuing to push it down and push it down and push it down. And unfortunately, that is part of being trader controlled. It sucks. I'm not saying it's right or fair or anything else like that, but this is the stock market and nobody cares about that. It's about making money and understanding what the market's going to do and the dynamic that's going on so then you can make the best decisions. So let's actually jump to that next here. I want to talk about exactly the 3-step process that you can use to absolutely take advantage of this situation, number 1, but 2, to be able to quickly analyze it and understand exactly what's going on and feel very, very comfortable with the situation. Because as we all know, if you can get comfortable with your stock, if you can understand it intimately, if you can kind of ask yourself these and this process, this little 3-step process right here should immediately calm those emotions because emotions will destroy your investment. And I promise you, Every single person that looks at their account and sees a constant down, 5% move in a week, 8% move in a week, 10% move in a week, whatever it is down, it is going to create emotions. It is going to create doubt in your mind. And this three-step process is intended to specifically kind of bring you back to reality here, snap you back, so then you can quickly take advantage or just at least understand what's going on in this particular situation. So let's jump into that next. So step number one is to calm down. Look, I know we just talked about it, but emotions destroy your investments both up and down. And let me just give you guys a quick example here, just right here on YouTube, right here, whenever SoFi had great earnings, posted that profit, great guidance, all of a sudden the stock ran up right afterwards. And there were so many people in the comments saying, man, if this thing ever gets back down below $8, I'm going all in. I'm pushing a bunch of money in. I'm backing up the truck, whatever, line you want to put there. That was all over the place in my comment section. And now, hey, guess what? We're well under that $8 mark. We touched 6 yesterday. Might very well go back down in the 6s again. I'm not seeing those same comments pop up again. Hey, I'm loading up the boat. I'm loading up the truck. What happened there? What did you do? Why did you not execute to your plan? Maybe some of you guys did. Hey, that's great. Comment down below if you did. But I know for the vast majority of folks, I'm getting questions like, what's going on? Should I buy now? A lot of other questions like that when just a little while ago, everybody was like, hey, if this thing dips down below 8, I'm going all in. I'm backing up the truck, whatever the case is. That is strictly emotion speaking. So you have to calm down. Calm down. Go to that plan, see exactly what your plan was. And then you move on to step number 2, and that is to look for clues to what's going on. Did something fundamentally change with the business here? Did they come out and say, hey, yeah, we said we were going to be profitable, but we're adjusting guidance down? Is there some sort of a regulation that came out that's going to absolutely destroy the business? Did their tech just become completely obsolete because of some new banking thing that came out? I don't know. That's right there is the kind of things you're looking for to see, is that why the stock's moving down? You've got to dig and look and see what is actually going on. But more importantly, I don't care about news. I don't care about downgrades. I don't care about what this analyst says or that analyst says. I'm looking for tangible changes to the business itself, which when I look out there, there is none of those. There is nothing tangible that has changed at all. As a matter of fact, they keep right on cranking along. Everything I see and read is good news, but yet the stock price moves down. That immediately tells me, when I look and I search and I see nothing fundamentally changes, no changes in the business, no changes in regulation, nothing like that, it tells me that it's just traders playing trading games, which for me says opportunity. I saw the opportunity when it started trailing down and down and down, and I decided for my group, hey, perfect opportunity to illustrate a DCA here. We're going to get this. This is just what traders want to do. I don't know why. I don't know how low it's going to go. So I'm just going to execute a simple DCA over the next month or two and add more shares because, of course, as we talked about before, share count matters far more than your average in the end. So that's exactly what I did because I just calmed down. I looked for the clues. And then I did number 3, which is adjust your plan if needed and then execute your plan. And that's exactly what I did. I adjusted my plan. I said, hey, I had a price target. It may hit that price target. It might not. But because I think we're getting a deal here and I think Wall Street's being dumb, I'm just going to change up my plan a little bit, do a simple DCA into the stock, just a weekly DCA into the stock, and I'm going to DCA. And that's exactly what I did to add more shares to my group because nothing has fundamentally changed with this stock. Now, if something would have fundamentally changed, maybe I would have had to sell out of the stock. That right there can be a very real possibility. I changed my plan, right? I was planning on holding it for a long time, and all of a sudden something fundamentally changes that I don't like, and I think it's going to affect the business massively. So I might very well go ahead and sell out a part of my position or all of my position, depending upon the situation. But you got to calm down, get all the emotions out, then analyze the situation, take a hard look at what's going on, and then simply adjust your plan and execute, or don't adjust your plan at all and keep right on going as if nothing's happening. That's what you have to do during times like these. And if you want to see me do all that in real time, know and be able to work with me directly to understand valuation, how to set a plan, how to set price targets, all that good stuff like that, and you want to take part in the portfolio challenge that's coming up, make sure you check out the pinned comment for my group where we're going to do all that. That's exactly what we do within the group there. And of course, we're going to have a lower tier there for those members that, hey, maybe a full membership's a little bit too expensive. Maybe you don't need that because you already understand valuation. You already understand a lot of the other concepts. You just want to see somebody execute to a simple plan, to a simple challenge that's out there. Great. That tier right there is going to be for you. There's going to be a lot of value jammed into it. We're not going to do something small here. It's going to be something big. So make sure you check out the pinned comment down there. Get your membership if you want a full one today. If not, wait till tomorrow whenever that video drops, and you'll be able to see all the details then. And click this video here if you want to see exactly what I'm buying in this market. And click here to see my exact plan for this market. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.